Hi everyone, my name is Lauren and I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about how to make a bee hydration station. What is a bee hydration station? I'm so glad you asked. Okay, a bee hydration station is essentially a place where bees can come to get a safe drink of water without the fear of, being eaten by everything. There are so many challenges bees face on a daily basis. And they're tasked with the ever slight job of pollinating everything and keeping our planet basically running. So naturally they're going to get thirsty sometimes. Like all living creatures, bees need water to survive. And where there's water, there's lots of life. So you wouldn't think that getting a drink for a bee would be such a challenging thing. We can just go down to the bodega and get a drink. How come a bee can't? Well, that is because in just about every body of water, there are at least birds, fish, other insects. In the city, there's lots of dogs, squirrels, people who are trying to swat you. There are so many challenges that bees face just getting to the water. Not to mention, once they're there, bees are great at a lot of things. Swimming is not one of them, and it's pretty sad, but more often than not, more often than you'd think, bees, when they go to take a drink of water, will actually fall in and then drown if not be eaten by something living in that water. So it is hard for bees to just quench their thirst. So because they're keeping our planet up and running, we can do everything we can to help them out. And especially with a bee hydration station, they are easy, unbelievably inexpensive to create. If not free, you can make them out of lots of things that you'll find around your house. And they're so helpful. They have such a hugely positive impact on our pollinating friends. And they are friendly to New York State real estate. You can put them on your windowsill, you can put them out in your garden, if you have a little fire escape ledge, be safe, etc. So just to kind of show you one that I've made, I like gardening a lot. So this is one that I made earlier this year. So the actual hydration station portion, I made a clay dish out of clay that doesn't have any chemicals or toxins in it, just a dish. Literally just molded it into the shape of a dish. And I added some marbles in there so they have a place to stand without being at risk of falling in and drowning. So that's the key to making a hydration station, is you want it to be as shallow, deep enough that they can take a drink of water, but shallow enough that if they went for a swim, they won't be at risk of drowning. So this is my little example here. But now I'm going to show you how to do one, and I hope you guys join me at home. So what you will need for this, you will need a shallow dish, container. You can get creative with this. It can be anything as long as it's shallow enough that, again, bees can take a drink without being at risk of drowning. I don't know about you, but I've personally indulged in more takeout than I care to admit lately. So for today, I'm going to use the lid of some kind of food takeout container. So you can really use the bottom of this, or you can use the lid. I'm going to use the lid because it's a little easier to see on camera. But you can totally use the dish part as well. Just again, I would fill it, keep your water level low enough that it's shallow, and just add some things that they can stand on. What are some of those things? We're going to move this friend over for a second. So here's your dish. I'm going to use some rocks today, but marbles are great. If you have lots of little random things that don't have chemicals, but you can just place, I have some plastic, little animal figurines, toys. You can use, but yeah, I keep saying marbles, anything small. What else? Bottle caps. I've used bottle caps before. Again, just wash them to make sure that they're not drinking whatever was on that bottle, but corks are great too. Just really anything that they can stand on. So today, like I said, I'm going to use some rocks. Rocks, you can totally get some rocks from outside. Just again, wash them first. Or you can get these at just about any garden store, like a Home Depot or something like that. So this is how easy it is. Ready? You got your container. You're ready to go. You got a handful of rocks. Think of it as like a Zen garden that is doing more than being zen. So we're gonna add these rocks here. Oh, I also have, don't know, you know, if you go to the beach or you collect seashells and stuff, you can add some seashells, say that 5 times fast, add some seashells to your bee hydration station. Again, wash them first. So I'm gonna add this little guy here, and I made this guy out of clay, but it's a little hard to see, but he's got a little indentation in his head that I've also put water in, so it's a multi-level bee hydration station. So I'm gonna set him down right here. We'll put him in front so he kind of balances out. Again, I really like plants, so this is just an air plant that I have who likes to chill out with the bees. There we go. Bam. And now the most important part of all of this, the water. So I like to use filtered water, but you know, whatever floats your boat, but I would prefer filtered water. This one I usually keep outside, and I usually let rainwater do its thing, and the bees seem to like that. So you just add a little bit of water here. Don't tip over your clay friend. And seriously, that's it. So just enough that it covers some of the rocks, but if a bee were to land on it, they're not at risk of falling in. So that is quite literally how all you have to do. It's a great way to upcycle things that you have around the house and recycle, which is always a great thing to do. There was one other thing. Oh, you can also use sand. That's what I was going to say. If you have sand, a lot of folks, we have our hamster friend over here who has a little sandbox. I also use sand for plants, so if you have sand around, you can add a little bit of sand to your hydration station as well, and just make a nice little garden. And plus, it's really cute to look at too. And oh, this is the best part. It actually works. Bees will want to come take a drink, and I promise the proof is in the pepper. I have this pepper plant that I've had for 2 years, has never once decided to do anything. And then this year I made a bee hydration station, and like the next day I noticed there were bees, like, you know, just a few hanging around the window, and I was like, oh, that's cool, maybe this is actually working. And I promise you that I left one on the plant just to show you, but there were about like 6 of them. Again, this pepper plant didn't do anything for 2 years. And if you can see, there's a jalapeno. So, and again, there was like 5 of them. And seriously, it was like 2 days after I put the hydration station out. So I hope you have fun. I hope you get excited about hydrating all our pollinating friends out there. And take a stab at gardening. So it's a great way to encompass all of these green thumb-esque things as well as help the bees. So hope you have a great time and share some photos with us. Thanks so much. Have a great day.